This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Now, I don't often react in video to what people say in the comment section, okay? I just let most of it slide by me, I do. And I let YouTube sort it out themselves. So if people say things that YouTube don't like, certain buzzwords, then the YouTube will just pull the comment down. But I'm going to react to this one because half hour ago I uploaded the video of Deontay Wilder, where he said that Anthony Joshua avoided the tough fights, all that kind of stuff. And I'm seeing quite a few comments. I don't know whether they're part of the Wildettes or the Tysonettes, I don't know, okay? But they're saying things like, well, yeah, Anthony Joshua avoided both Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. So I'm going to react to that. And I know some people don't like facts, but hey, what can you do? I ain't going to lie for you. Here's the facts, okay? Anthony Joshua offered both Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury on multiple occasions career high paydays, which neither fighter have since made. Not even close to it. Both Fury and Wilder turned down Anthony Joshua. Now, when it comes to their particular fan base, listen, most of Tyson Fury fans and most of Deontay Wilder fans are level-headed, good-thinking people. But they do have a section of fanatical fans, the Wildettes and the Tysonettes, okay? These small minority ruin it for the rest of them, unfortunately, because they can't see past their own love and infatuation for a Wilder or a Fury. And I do think that a lot of the Tysonettes, currently the fanatical Tyson Fury fans, are previously Wilder fans who crossed over. They're like glory hunters, if you like, okay? Where some of these people, and they call themselves men and they're men's men, I'm sure that they castrated themselves when they started following these fighters because they act not like men. They don't. Some of these people, honestly, they were born with cock and bollocks, but had them removed somewhere along the lines, and they should be plying a trade in Thailand. In fact, one of the uploaders I heard, I don't watch the channel, who's a big Deontay Wilder fan, a bit of a race baiter apparently, actually lives in Thailand. I wonder why. I wonder why. With his ladyboy friends. But anyway, I want to give you facts, not my opinion, facts in this video. And I know fanatical fans don't like facts, but you can't change facts. Okay, you want to try and get a reaction out of me, then I'll just embarrass you. I will. And we can start off with Deontay Wilder. Did Deontay Wilder avoid Anthony Joshua? Did Anthony Joshua avoid Deontay Wilder? Well, here are the facts. Anthony Joshua offered Deontay Wilder multiple fights. Multiple times. All at different prices, different ranges. The minimum one was it 15 million to fight him at Wembley Stadium? That one. Then, of course, it started escalating. Then they offered him like 40% and all these kind of things when going round in their houses. Eventually, they got offered up to 100 million to take on Anthony Joshua. 100 million for 2 fights. Both fights being on DAZN. Now, Shelly Finkel, Deontay Wilder's manager, convinced Deontay Wilder to turn down 100 million for 2 fights against Anthony Joshua. Now, there were 2 offers here. Again, facts, not my opinion. 2 offers. 100 million, fight Anthony Joshua twice. First one being in America, rematch being in the UK. Or another offer, 120 million, where Wilder completes his mandatory at the time, Dominic Brazil, who should never be his mandatory, but still, you get 20 million to fight Dominic Brazil, then go fight Joshua back to back. Turn it down. Turn it down. Do you know why? Because Shelly Finkel is a PBC shill. That's why. Didn't want Wilder to be fighting on DAZN. So he convinced Wilder to turn down at least $100 million for undisputed against Anthony Joshua. 100 million. Now, how do we know that it was Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman and that who convinced him to turn it down? How do we know? Well, because Shelly Finkel admitted it. Shelly Finkel said that he himself would make the fight between Joshua and Wilder when he himself has a good relationship with their, at the time, head of DAZN, John Skipper. Until then, Wilder wasn't allowed to fight Joshua. Not my opinion, fact. Not only that, Wilder fired Lou DiBella for setting up this deal. Can you believe that? Right. And for those who say that, well, the 3 fights or whatever didn't involve Anthony Joshua, again, Shelly Finkel admitted that it did. And what, you think DAZN are going to offer Deontay Wilder 120 million for 3 fights and not one of them is Anthony Joshua? Are you mad? Are you stupid? That's ridiculous. Deontay Wilder has been offered multiple fights by Anthony Joshua, and he turned him down multiple times. Now, you can try and counteract it and say, well, Deontay Wilder offered Anthony Joshua 50 million. Okay, which isn't not even double what Anthony Joshua was making himself at the time, but still, okay, 50 million, it's a lot of money. Joshua was interested in 50 million. He was. But it wasn't Wilder's team who put in the offer. It was Wilder himself. Now, we know fine well Wilder didn't have 50 million. Now, he may well have it now, but he didn't have it then. He put in the email to Eddie Hearn and to Anthony Joshua. He put out a social media video on Instagram, did he not? The money's in the bag, 50 million. You got 24 hours to accept. 24 hours to accept 50 million. So Joshua, Eddie Hearn went, 50 million, sounds pretty good. Show us the terms and conditions. Show us the contract. No. Well, can we have a meeting about it? No. You have to accept it. But we can't accept it without knowing what's in the contract. Because we don't know what else you're putting in that contract. You could maybe put in a rematch clause where Joshua, win, lose or draw, only gets 5 or 10% in the rematch. You could do anything in that contract. We need to see that contract. We don't have a problem with the 50 million, but we need to know what's in the rest of the contract. No, you're not having a meeting. No, we're not going to show the contract. Again, not my opinion, facts. Did they have 50 million? Well, we knew where a chunk of it was coming from because Frank Warren said where a chunk of it was coming from because he had a meeting with Shelly Finkel, or a conversation at least, and Shelly Finkel outlined everything to Frank Warren, even though it had nothing to do with Frank Warren. Frank Warren had no business to know about this. But Frank Warren let it slip because Shelly Finkel was trying to get money from BT Sport to show the fight in the UK. A platform that Anthony Joshua contractually could not fight on. He was contracted to Sky Sports, was not allowed to fight on BT Sport. Finkel knew that. So you tell me that 50 million was real. It wasn't real, was it? It wasn't. So that's Wilder done. Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, he got offered 40% to fight Anthony Joshua. 40%. This was before he defeated Deontay Wilder. So Fury wasn't even bringing the belt. So he offered him 40%. That 40% would have been more money than Tyson Fury has made so far in any other fight. But he turned it down. Offered him another deal. 50%. With a minimum guarantee of $75 million. Tyson Fury, Bob Arum, Frank Warren, all the way through the negotiations with it, whittling about it, complaining about it. Although I should be fair, Frank Warren, he was pretty much being pretty quiet about it. He was being quite amicable about everything. But I even did interviews with Bob Arum around that time, where Bob Arum was assuring me that the whole arbitration case with Deontay Wilder was not going to affect anything and all that kind of stuff. And that's what they said to Eddie Hearn. So they said to Eddie Hearn, go on, press on. They kept giving Eddie Hearn a time limit to try and secure the funds from the Saudis and all that kind of stuff. Eventually, Eddie Hearn gets round to it. And, oh, would you Adam and Eve it? Tyson Fury loses the arbitration. The day before Tyson Fury signs the contract and it gets put out in public that the deal and the fight's on. What a coincidence that the arbitrator ruled in Deontay Wilder's favour the day before the contracts get signed. Coincidence? Well, you'd think Tyson Fury would be quite upset about that, wouldn't you? No. He was out there celebrating with the fact that he's going to be fighting Wilder for a third time. No, oh, for God's sake, I can't believe this. I can't believe I lost a case. No, he was celebrating it. When Eddie Hearn said to Bob Arum, okay, are you going to offer Wilder step aside? No, we can go through with the fight. Tyson Fury said himself, Wilder, he wanted 20 million to step aside. Now, I don't know if he's telling the truth on that. I have no idea. But he was unwilling to give Wilder 20 million so he can go make a minimum 75 million, rise to 100 million against Anthony Joshua and get 60% in the rematch if he defeats Joshua. I think giving away 20 million to go make nearly 200 million for 2 fights with Joshua is pretty good, right? But no, didn't want to do that. But Joshua is avoiding Fury and Wilder. What more could he possibly do? I know some people want to sit around. Now I don't know if other YouTubers are pushing out that narrative. I have no idea. I mean, I imagine some of the Wilder uploaders probably are. I don't know if there are any Tyson Fury fan uploaders out there who would say that. Surely not. Surely most YouTubers would know the basics. And all the basics I've given you is all off the top of my head. But for you to say that Anthony Joshua has been avoiding Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, come on now. But again, this video will fall on deaf ears for a lot of people. I know it will. They're still going to go with their narrative that Joshua avoided Fury, Joshua avoided Wilder. Why? Because they're trolls. They have nothing better to do. As I said, they should be out there in Thailand plying a trade. Anyway, my thoughts. Drop me yours. Click thumbs up. Subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.